Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Caffeine and Lesson Plans. Today I have a product to share with you that I'm really excited about. This is actually something I didn't purchase. This was a gift sent to my children for their birthdays from my aunt. And she is phenomenal when it comes to choosing gifts that are creative, that are inventive, that are very unique and one of a kind, not just your typical toys. I mean, my kids have plenty of toys. But we don't get to see her often, and so she's obviously doesn't know what we have, what we don't have, and so she always kind of goes out of her way to pick really different gifts. And typically the gifts that she chooses have like a learning edge accompanied with them, and so I really am excited about the things that she sent this time. And she actually purchased these on a website called The Grommet, and I'll link that in the description box below, and I'll also link the website where you can get these directly on the website below. I had never heard of The Grommet before, but it's a really neat website with a lot of kind of funky, unique items that you can purchase, so that's kind of a fun little tidbit. So let's get right into it. These are called Master Kits. They are created by, it says Kidzaw, Learn, Create, Share is their little tagline. This one is ages 5 to 105, which is cute, and this one over here is 4 to 104. And these are basically kits for your child to recreate a famous work of art. So this one is Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh, and this one is The Tree of Life by Gustav Klimt. And so I'm going to show you the back of the box here. It shows you everything that's included, and then it kind of gives a little overview about the kit itself, how they learn, how the child will create, and then, share. One of the cool things I think about this box is this kit is the box itself. It's a very sturdy box with a nice handle. So after you're done using the kit, you could technically use this box for something else that's kind of nice. So when you open it up, you have this little booklet here. And the booklet this is kind of cool because it gives a really nice overview about the artist themselves. It talks about Van Gogh, about growing up, about his struggle with mental illness, about his painting, and then when you open it up, it goes into kind of like a timeline of all of his artwork. And so that's a really neat. I like that it's colorful. It's very basic. So, my kindergartner at 5 will be able to grasp that it's not too over their heads. And the reason I'm so excited about this is because we could do a mini unit study on Van Gogh, talk about his work, kind of do some, maybe look up some activities to do about, learning about art itself, and then go into the actual, kind of the final project for that study would be to do this painting. And so the instructions are super easy to follow. I like that it's step-by-step inspiration because, when it comes to kids, you don't want to, guide them. I mean, you do want to guide them, but you don't want to tell them, okay, you're going to do this. Okay, now we're going to do this. You want them to do it on their own and to kind of find their own creativity, because it's not about it looking perfect or looking like Van Gogh's painting. It's the child's depiction of this classic piece of artwork. So the instructions are that you tape the paper down, then you put what these are called temporary star masks, which are just stickers to cover up the spots where you're going to have the stars like they are in the painting. Then you use a textured roller with the dark blue paint over the paper. Add some white to make it a little bit lighter blue, paint over the paper. Then you lay, and then you take off the star masks also. At that step, you take the stencil and lay it down and put some black paint on there and use the smooth roller and paint over the stencil part, which is the city on the painting. And then once you're done with the stencil, you pull it off, and you they give you some oil pastel crayons, and you use those to decorate the stars, and then go down and do a little outlining on the city itself, and then voila, you're done. You remove your painting, and I mean, you could frame it if you want or add a mat to it. But like I said, it's very simple. So I'm going to show you the pieces from the kit. So pull this out. It comes all snug together, which is nice. So here we have these little star masks, which are basically stickers. So you've got that. You have your little box of art supplies here. You have your smooth roller, your textured roller, you have your 3 acrylic paint colors, and then you have your oil pastels. And each kit's different depending on the painting itself. So that's what you need to complete this kit. Well, the paint materials wise. Then you have your, it's a big stencil. And then it also comes with 2 sheets of paper, which is kind of nice in case something were to happen. It's nice to have a backup painting, and if you do well with the first one and don't need the second sheet, then you could probably use the second sheet for, you know, or we could use the second sheet for another child. So that's kind of nice because it comes with plenty of paint, and obviously the rollers are reusable. You just wash those out. And that's kind of nice too about this kit. I looked it up actually. I think the price, if I remember correctly, the price on this is like $30, and which is not bad for everything that you get. So I'll put that back later after I show you this other one. So this one is the Tree of Life. Once again, it shows you on the back everything that you get. It talks about their kind of motto. Oh, I forgot this one. Still has the tape on the side. Okay. Opens the same. So on this one, you have the little booklet talking about Gustav Klimt. It talks about his artwork. And then you have the step-by-step inspiration for this one. And so for this one, you have, it's a few different steps. This one, you have what's called a texturizer. So you've got to do some prep work for that to get that ready. And then you tape your paper down. You tape the stencil on top of the paper. You get some of your paint, the yellow paint ready. I guess that's yellow. Or it's gold colored, sorry. Roll it over the stencil, and then you get some of the brown paint and you roll it over the little, it's kind of almost like a stamp that you've made. And then you use that on the bottom. And then you have 2 sides, I guess, to the texturizer. So it says you want to add as much texture to the open areas as you like. The more texture, the better. And then once you're done, you're going to lift up the stencil, and you will see the actual tree. And then it comes with stickers that you get to add everywhere. And it says there are 2 sheets of stickers with flowers and birds and all that stuff. And this is the artwork itself. So that's a lot of fun. And this one you can see would be, I think that's why this one says it's for 4, whereas the other one is for 5, because this one, it seems like there's not as many steps to it, so it's a little bit easier. So we'll look at everything that's included here. So this is the texturizer. This is a very sturdy foam block, and it comes with these little foam punch outs that I guess you add to this texturizer to make your own stamp. So that's kind of neat. But they don't just give you a stamp, you kind of get to make your own. Next we have the smooth foam roller, the acrylic paint, and the paper for this one is like a parchment color. And you get 2 sheets of it as well. And then we have, sorry for the noise, we got some tissue paper there. And then you have stickers. There's 1 sheet, 2 sheets. You have this giant tree stencil, and then the other sheet of paper. And this is really cool because these stencils, you can just use them over and over again. So like I said, the kits are well worth the money. You pay $30, but you get enough to really do, if you're careful, to do 2 paintings with each kit, and then you have enough stuff left over where you can use the paint for something else. If you don't use all the stickers, you can use it for something else. You can use the rollers and the stencils over again. So I'm very excited about kind of introducing the kids to these artists and getting our hands dirty and getting into these kits. I'm really excited. They've actually been asking me if we can do them right now, and it's like, well, you know, I want to go into some of the backstory a little bit about the artists themselves, and you know, so that it gives more, it makes the experience richer. You're not just creating a piece of art, but you're learning about the person that originally created this piece of art, and so I'm really excited about that. So thanks for watching, and stick around and I'll have more videos for you. Thanks.